as I understand it, the Queen Elizabeth Carrier Battle Group will go through a work-up trial off the West Hebrides range sometime early in 2021, and that's really the final stage she goes through before she's declared fully operational. So when she's been through that, and assuming as it were they pass their exam, which being the Royal Navy one would rather hope they will do, are we going to have enough escorts to escort QE on operations without having to basically denude the fleet from everything else in order to do it?
Well, if I ask Richard to describe the sort of, I mean, depending on deployments will depend on the size and the scale of the escort and the task that the carrier is involved on.
Yeah.
Depending effectively on the tasking, if it is a NATO tasking in the North Atlantic, for example, you would expect an international contribution to those type of taskings. In the same way we escort sometimes the French carrier, or we escort American carriers to make up that. It is definitely our intention, though, that the Carrier Strike Group will be able to be a wholly UK sovereign deployable group. Now, whether we have to do that every single time you do it, depending on the tasking, is probably not necessary. But we want to do that. We want to test doing it. Once we've done that, then, of course, depending on the deployment, we'll cut our cloth as required.
So would I be right to say the Corps will always be a Royal Naval Corps, but in certain circumstances there may be add-ons from other allies?
Yeah. I mean, we do that already. We provide anti-aircraft cover. You know, our Type 45s will help. I think we did Type 45 with the Charles de Gaulle, didn't we, at one stage? That's correct. Doing exactly that. For
the Type 45 would be the principal air defence asset.
Yeah.
Could the Type 31 undertake escort duties for the carrier?
Yes, I mean it will. I mean, the whole point of the Type 31 is versatility.
I asked because some people had talked about a snatch Land Rover frigate, and actually having had a look at what the Type 31 is capable of, she does, in fairness, seem to be a far more capable ship than that.
So the escorts that go with the carrier will depend on the circumstances. The workup for Carrier Strike Group 21 will be with British ships because we need to demonstrate and prove that we can do that. But we are already engaged with international partners to understand how we will integrate an Arleigh Burke carrier from the US, or an Arleigh Burke cruise destroyer, or a Dutch destroyer into that package. Type 31 could be used as an escort depending on the circumstances. For example, Type 31 probably has better capability against, or will have better capability against, fast inshore attack craft and close-in threats. So it will depend on the circumstances and what the threat is.
Okay, and lastly on this section, if HMS Queen Elizabeth deploys to the Asia-Pacific region on one of her first actual operations post the work-up period, what would her mission be likely to be, and would it be your intention to deploy her into the South China Sea?
I think that is for a discussion closer to the time.
You can call a Cobra, Secretary.
The last thing we want is that some of my colleagues have a view on that. I think it's close to time, and also I think we have to obviously be cautious of the security implications of making decisions far out. We will always keep in reserve. We will always reserve the right to change those decisions depending on what is happening anywhere in the world. I think once you've got a carrier strike group up and ready to go, we do not know what our adversaries may be thinking or exercising or seeking to do. And given the fast-moving threats we have these days, who knows where we could be in 2021.